I said I wasn't gonna buy no more, but I see him on the side of the road, y'all. Sir, how much are your melons? And he black. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, this is the cafoolery of today. Let me tell you what had happened. It's storming outside. Storming. Okay. My second client was like, hey, it's storming. Do we need to reschedule? I said, I'll be there before and after your session so we can keep going. It's really up to you. Until my tail got outside and started driving. When I say I have never seen the intersection where 220 meets Benton Road flooded. There was a car stalled here, a car stalled there. Thankfully, I was able to go around to where the turning lane was and go through. Plus, my car's a little higher. I said, don't worry about it. Then I had to grab balloons, and these jokers are wet. Okay. And it didn't, oh, Jesus. Then, once I saw that my primary route was flooded, I knew I couldn't come by the studio because it's a downward slope. And if that was flooded, plus the other parts of Ben Road were flooded. Like, I have not seen Ben Road like that before. Yeah. Sweet baby Jesus. That's how my morning started. She called. She like, I might be a little late. I got to pack my clothes up so they don't get wet. I was like, I get it. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Can we teach Michaels how to do a slip knot? Because every time, and I get that they don't want their balloons to go nowhere. Every time they do this little thing around the whole knot. And if you have a bouquet of balloons, which is 12, all of them are tied around a thing. And I'm like, is there a secret mission on how to get it off? And I don't think it is. We need slip knots, Michaels. We need slip knots. I know y'all taking over the balloon game for Party City. But you got to learn the slip knot game like Party City as well. Because, baby, tying these little knots that I got to individually untie. Did you double knot me? Oh, baby. Calm down, Brittany. Just breathe, baby. And be grateful that it's only 2. Then, Paper Shake didn't have my number balloon, so I had to do 2 stops. One to get the helium, one to get the numbers. Baby, why am I still fighting with this first one? Because, see, last time I cut them bad boys. Because they do give you a good amount of string. But I sure did cut them helium. Wasn't nobody finna tie all of that together. I mean, wasn't nobody finna sit there and cut 12 balloons off this. Oh, nope. Still got another knot. Baby. Today's going to be a great day. I want this rain to stop. And then we're headed to support Nilah at the Miss Louisiana pageant tonight for the final day. Alrighty, done deal. And then I booked me and Mama a reservation for Heirloom because the pageant doesn't start till 8, I believe. So I need to get gas and we'll hit the road down there. I was a little late getting at the house because I was trying to make me some tea. Should have left the doggone tea at the house. Need more than that. Y'all, the way it is sunny right now, and you would not know that just 3 hours ago, it didn't need to fool around here. The only reason why you know is because the ditches are flooded and the parking lots are flooded. That is wild. Like, beautiful sky. Like, this looks like a portrait. The cumulus clouds are just in the sky right now. Baby, had us out here fighting for our life. When I tell you, and I think I said it in the beginning of this video, I had never seen the interstate part of the underpass flooded before. Like, what? And now it's just sun's out, humid as a mug. My car is only reading 84 right now. But that humidity, the thing beating us up. But I am just tripping hard. I am headed to do my last one, grab some gas, and then I'm going to the house, change clothes, and we will be on our way to Monroe. I'm too through. I am too through right now. I don't know if I want to try to go to the studio my typical way. But the way it is looking, I feel like it's going to be dried up by the time I get over there. So I say we try it, but let me tell you the things that's going on in my mind. Mind you, I'm coming from a Honda Civic. You know how low a Honda Civic sits. So my mind is still stuck on a Honda Civic, even though I'm in a Pilot right now. I couldn't test water. I could not test water in my Civic. So my mind is still stuck in that mindset of like, oh no, turn around. Because baby, the one thing going through the back of my mind is, girl, turn around, don't drown. Like, we not gonna do that. And it was like, oh, okay. So then I'm watching the SUV in front of me this morning go. And I was like, they're making it. And I'm like, oh, I really want to turn around. But how I turn around when it's like bunched up in the middle and it's like, okay, Brittany, you can still see the ground. You can still see the ground. It's just like, okay. Then when you start being adult-ish and you start thinking about the stuff, be like, I got my camera in the car, I got my computer in the car. Yeah, you got your workload in the car. Girl, you can't make no foolish decision. Yeah, I can get out the car, but I can't get out the car and take my stuff. What I look like packing some lights on? Girl, all of this is running through my mind. I was like, nah. So then I'm watching the car in front of me. I'm like, how low are you? How high are you? Are you this low? But then I see this car push through it. I was like, they made it. But then I had just seen this BMW stall out in the other one. I was like, I don't know. I'm watching the cops sit in the middle. And I'm just like, ooh. Ooh, I ain't grown enough for these decisions, girl. Turn around. Turn around. But my client got there. She's like 45 minutes late. But she got there. We got it done. By 1 o'clock, I was like, don't even try. Because I knew she was coming from the country. I was like, don't do it. And I think this one's coming from Holland. So if she can get out of her main road and onto a main road, she should be okay. But I'm like, y'all, pictures is not that. They are important, but they ain't that important for you to be like, oh, no, I stalled out. So you stalled out trying to get to me? Nah, we ain't doing it. That we ain't doing. Yes, I know your makeup done. We should have pushed back some more. Brittany, stay. Oh, Father God, in the name of Jesus, bring me back. Bring me back. Bring me back, Lord. Oh, man. It'd be the worst when you go. It'd be the worst when you go and you see something and then you compare yourself to that something and be like, hey, come back. I'm like, we're built the same way. Could I really try that? No, ma'am, you could not. I wish you would. I wish you would. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Brittany, come back. I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh, this rain is what we're talking about. It's like, okay. So I'm hoping the roadway is clear for us to go. Golly. Sir, he ain't noticed where he was gonna turn. Okay, I get it. I get it. I really do. Because the way this man just shoot. All right then, sir. Y'all not gonna let me be great and get over. I don't think you are. No. Oh, I could. I don't want to be rude and disrespectful. All right. We'll skip the bypass. Oh, baby, everybody was getting over right there. All right. I'm back. Y'all, I know I saw a train on this track at the other area. How close is it? I don't have no red lights. There you go right there. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. I was like, I know I saw that train over there, and I should have just went interstate and got back to where I wanted to be. Okay. All of this little chunk is dried up. Because it was not when I came through earlier. I've been seeing more and more people on electric bikes. Oh no. I pray all is well. The people. What I told you, all of that little mess that they filled the other day when I came through, and I was like, oh, it now goes down, now goes up. Baby, we got Oreo crumbs on the corner. The moment it rains, it eats it all up, and then we left with Oreo crumbles. Ain't nothing but a little bitty corner left at the bottom. Not too bad. Okay. We done made it to the studio. This is my Father's Day session. It's my friend. She gonna do good because she with her daddy. In the name of Jesus. Oh, what was that? Oh, I heard everything was lift up. Calm down. She ain't working today? I am shocked. All right. Where I'm going? Am I going here? Let's go here. All right, let's go set up this backdrop and get it doing. Y'all, you want to know who is shame right now? It's me. So why I asked Dad to straighten his foot? And they were like, he pigeon-toed. Y'all, embarrassed was me. I was like, let me hush. And now I don't ever want to say anything, but that's not reality. That is not reality. I just have to know and pay attention. But when I tell you, I'm shamed. So shame right now. I wanted to melt into the floor. That's what I wanted to do. Like, bruh, I know you did not just. It was on me. My fault. But shame. It was me. It's me. All right, I'm finna go get some gas. I'm about to go get some gas. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop by Kroger. I got 2 hours before we need to leave. So why not go ahead and save me an extra trip tomorrow? Yeah, let's go by Kroger. I might as well do my return to Home Depot because it's bing bang boom. And that's what I'm about to do. We are not gonna go to the graveyard because it's been raining and I just know it's muddy. And who not trying to get stuck? It's me. That I'm not. So we're gonna leave that thing right there. All right, we ready? Let's go. I'll pick y'all up in the car.
People often wonder why it is that I speak so boldly about Christ. And my answer is rather simple. Who wouldn't talk about the one who saved their life? The one who saved us all from eternal death and the stain of shame that would otherwise define our name. This is the God of the universe who loved us so deeply he decided to make us his own. So 2,000 plus years ago, he stepped down from his throne to be the ultimate sacrifice that would cost him his life. He was broken, bruised, and beaten so brutally that his very flesh tore from his bones. A crown of thorns was placed upon his head, pressed in deeply so from his scalp down he bled. He was then led up a hill called Calvary, where he'd be nailed to a cross. His persecutors lifted him high, left him to die, and for us he paid the price. But why? Because the penalty of our sin is death, but the free gift of Christ is eternal life. What a love so strong that his pain would erase our shame and give us a new name he called worthy. What a price so great that even today, no power in the heavens above or in the earth below could ever separate us from the love that he gave in his blood. So yes, I will forever proclaim the name of Jesus Christ. Thank you, Father, for paying the price. Woo!
Joined by her Florida lead, Kendall Johnson. Miss Louisiana, Horn City, Shelby Portalon.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday, happy Father's Day. Y'all, let me tell you, first of all, shout out to my people in my circle because it's nothing like getting that message of, hey, I'm praying for you. Man, that thing means the most when you don't know how you feeling yourself. And I was like, okay, like I already knew in my mind we're not going to the graveyard because of how much rain it's been. Mom's like, we can park and walk it. I was like, I don't think it's worth it. And so I had already prepared my mind to be like, okay. And I'm just like, Lord, I need your strength. That's all I have. If this is your strength and my weakness, then this all I got. This is all I got. Then I keep thinking about my church member, and it's just like, bro, I don't want him to come to church today. I think he's coming to church today because that's just them. And I'm like, bro, I just want to wrap him up in a hug and then be at the same time be like, don't touch me, do not touch me right now. Like, it's, I get the both and you don't know how other people are grieving or processing. I'm just like, whew, Jesus. So yeah, it's all of the feels. It's all of them. All of them. And I'm just like, all right, Lord, I need your help. I need your help. Then, last night, so she didn't make the top 5. And I told Mom, I said, this is why I am not in pageants. Because after that, baby, I'm packing my suitcase and I'm out of that thing. You want me to hold my face? You want me to put on the next outfit? Oh, for real? Because, baby, I would have packed my stuff so fast. But I told Mom, I was like, I am a sore loser. Be like, this is why you ain't in competition like that. Because her talent, she did a spoken word. That bad boy was beautiful. Her outfits were gorgeous. It was, I'm over here beaming, so proud. And I'm just like, okay. I'm going home. That's all I can say. But I'm glad that I was able to go and support. So yeah, it gets done. Me and Mama are jetting out of there. When I tell you Mama walking faster than me, and I was like, girl, okay. She walking faster than me, like she got the keys and was gonna start the car. So we get out of there. It's right there on the interstate. So we get on the interstate, straight shot. That's the thing that we got. We got a straight shot, and I'm so grateful. So I'm trying to beat the clock. I'm about 20 minutes out, and I was like, man, I gotta go to the restroom. All right, am I beating the clock? I think I'm beating my clock by 2 minutes because it was like 11:30. Was gonna make it. 11:28 is when I'm gonna get here. Please tell me why we are 4 minutes away from the house, and the police are like, go this way. Okay, so I go this way and I cut through a neighborhood. Cut through the neighborhood only to not be able to still go into my neighborhood. So I have to turn around and go all the way back. I already have to go to the restroom. I was like, Mom, you know that moment when you be like, Lord, I do not want to embarrass myself. I don't care that it's just me and my mama. Don't know nobody want to. So I have to make a U-turn and go back where I came from and go all the way back around and come up. I said, oh, okay. So I think we pull into the house at like 45. And I'm just like, Father God, in the name of Jesus, this right here ain't it. I had to key. That's a lot of information. Oh shoot, I'm about to take the whole curb out. Anyway, so we get home and I was like, Mom, that right there was almost scary. So we finally get it home. We finally get home, and I still don't know what happened. I checked the neighborhood page, but whatever it was major because they rerouted like that, and I'm like, oh shoot. So we finally got home. Thank God I had already done my stuff. Baby, them 5 hours of sleep, I was like, Lord, you were my strength another time. But yeah, we're gonna make it happen. I pray for a uplifting day. Y'all, well, I saw a red bird as I'm backing out the yard. It's a red bird in the middle of the street. I was like, Dad, you with me today? And I know that he is. He's always with me. It's just those days that you don't know how they're going to hit. And so I just pray that today my energy stay high, my mindset stay positive, and I can thug it out. Because this is definitely a day that I would definitely put a mask on. Because I don't want you asking me no extra questions while I'm already trying to fight it, bro. It's different battles. And although I'm not proud of that, it's like, no, but you also are here to serve. And so, I'm getting off the phone. Bye, y'all. Can we talk about it? Y'all, Father's Day opening video. Screen goes out. Okay? Not all the screen. Just a good chunk of the screen. Chunk out. Cool. Actually, not cool. I'm in the balcony. When I tell you, I don't remember taking out all of them steps down. I flew down them steps. I went around. I slid up to see what was going on. I had no power. So then, because I have no power, I go to the breaker. Breakers have popped. Now, last week, surge protector popped. This week, breaker popped. And I'm like, okay, this isn't making sense. I pop the breaker. It still don't come on. I run to tell Pastor. Pastor then goes to the breaker. I'm starting to unplug stuff. And I'm just like, what is this, y'all? What is this? Cool. We get the screen back on. Then I'm getting text messages that the hallway monitors are not working. I don't know what is going on with them hallway monitors, but for the last 2 weeks, they have not acted right. So I'm like, okay, cool. I do what I did last week that made them work. Didn't matter. It did not matter. I was like, all right. So I had to let that be. Then we get a message from our people saying, we don't have cameras. Yeah, I don't know where the line is leading to. If I knew where the line was leading to, I could fix it, but I don't know where it's leading to, so I can't fix it. So at this point, Brittany, is overwhelmed. And all I want to do is go home. I want to go lay down. Just take me to the house. And then it's constant. This after this after this. And I was like, what is this? Whew. Baby, when I tell you who was over it before 10 o'clock, before 10:30, it was me. Man, when I tell you, I said, this ain't it. And I prayed this morning. You know, you'd be like, did I pray? I know I prayed. I don't know. I don't have it. I don't have it. This goes into the conversation that Mom and I recently had, but I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I don't know, y'all. It makes me look at myself like, I don't know. I know me. I know I love hard. I know I try to be intentional. But this can't be a one-way thing. And at what point do you stop doing? I'm not sure. I don't know. But shout out to my friends that checked on me during church. Was like, hey, you good? Be like, I don't know. That literally was my answer. And it's like, I'm not trying to cop out of it. I don't know. I can tell you what I'm feeling. I can tell you that I'm a little numb. One of my camera ops who lost his father like 2 weeks ago, they buried him last week. I was like, hey, just checking on you. It's like Mother's Day and Father's Day not the same no more. I said, I get it. That I do. These holidays, they hit different, which is also my power and my purpose behind pushing Father's Day sessions. I think I had 3 this year. Until I get more than Mother's Day, I'm going to keep pushing it. And my goal is to start earlier next year. I'm going to do a different backdrop next year. But at least I have officially paid for my backdrop. You know that mom, you be like, girl, you booked one session and that did not pay for your backdrop. Actually, you are correct. I've officially paid for my backdrop now. But I still need to do another one for Father's Day next year. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Maybe I had attitude because of what day it was. Maybe that's what it was. But I really do feel like I'm matching energy, and you can't be mad at me when I pull a you on you. That's it. When I pull a you on you, you can't get mad at me. Actually, you could. That's your prerogative. But also, I can no longer carry the weight of how you feel about certain things. Ooh. I need to go smoke my straw. Go blow some bubbles. Do something. Lift the mood. Shout out to Caleb, because it was his sister in the pageant. Caleb was like, I said, what time you went to bed? He was like 3. I was like, sir. Because when I tell y'all we hit that road right after they dismissed, baby, He was like, I told her you were there. Good, because I could send her proof I was there. Somebody saw me, but yeah, to stay for a picture, I ain't do it. I was bound and determined to get home and to go lay down. Ooh, the white clouds against the grayish sky is pretty. Yeah, it wasn't no point in trying to go to the graveyard. Let me go get myself together. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Look who I got with me.
Good morning.
Y'all, we just finished at the daycare doing graduation picture. Let me tell you, I didn't know that I was coming to start a ruckus this morning, baby. And we back. So when I'm going into the daycares and the schools, I am not charging them to come in and take pictures as if you were coming in the studio and I have my sitting fee. So like, I know I'm going to standard make this much money. If teachers and directors don't push pictures, I'm not making money at all. And so for the ones that I'm driving 30 minutes to, and you be like, oh, we got 3 orders. Okay, cool. That's what you got? All right. Which is also why I try to pride myself in making sure that I have the smiles. Baby, we've been working hard for some smiles, and y'all, people do not understand. Yes, I know that this is not your baby's natural attitude. They normally do good anytime you put a cell phone up there, but a camera and a cell phone are 2 totally different things. My camera is big, the light beside me is huge, and it is intimidating. And so that's why I appreciate centers that allow me to come back, because once they know me, then we be good. Be like, you ready? Let's go. Like we dapping it up. It's all of that. But that first go round, or somebody that's new to the center, it is scary. So this is why I appreciate directors and teachers that are like, no, don't take the picture, because they know, let you not have enough orders, I won't be coming back. Then you got to go find somebody and you got to pay that sitting fee with them. And it's just like, okay. And so that's why I appreciate people that got my back. It'd be like, yeah, I already know. It's me sitting there like, I'm not finna say nothing. Then it's my mama having my back. Mama stood in front of the camera. I mean, in front of the computer. You not. That's what you not finna do. Like, nah, all of that stuff matter. But mama had my back. Mama was like,
watch. Nope.
I said, don't play with my mama. Because my mom was like, I'm going to stand right here in front of you. You're not going to take this picture. Because, like I said, we have cell phones. And I understand that that's the same thing with me for high school. Bruh, first of all, when you get to high school, parents don't care about pictures. The only picture that they may care about is your senior picture. And if it wasn't a good picture, they still not finna buy it. And like, I knew we were gonna have better sales this year because of they did drapes and tucks this year. I just knew we were gonna have better sales. And we didn't. And I was just like, alrighty then. And that's why I say, okay, Lord, I need you to go ahead and bless me some other way, because when it starts costing me to do something, I gotta then say no. But baby, I ain't know we was gonna start some ruckus this morning. We was just coming to do some little graduation pictures and call that thing a day. Nah.
She was bound and determined.
She was. She's like, I'm not gonna argue with you. Be like, but you realize you are in the wrong. You at some point you gotta realize, okay, I'm the one in the wrong.
No, people like that don't. No, she right. And then doesn't even buy any.
Yeah.
You don't argue that I always buy my picture. Why I can't take my picture?
And it's like, no, because if you did, you wouldn't. So
I'm trying to get this so hard.
yeah, it was that kind of morning. So now it's early. Thankfully the rain stopped. I think we got time. My next session is not until 3. I think we got time to go find some sunflowers.
Hopefully.
Go home, throw on a dress. What you gonna wear?
Dress?
You ain't wearing a dress. I got my dress. What you gonna wear?
I don't know.
We gotta go home and find something to wear and go
Find some shorts,
find
Bermudas
the-
or something.
Bermuda. And then go find the sunflowers. I know there's some on Centel Road. I just don't know how wet it is. But we can wash out our boots and put our boots on. Why you said it like that? Or we can go to Gillum.
Okay.
and do
It's
that
just
one.
early, so let's just go.
All right, well, let's do it. All right, so
Okay.
where am I going? Walmart and then to the house?
Mhm.
All right, we'll pick y'all up when we get back in the car.
Okay.
Bye. We back, y'all. I like her green. I think it's gonna be cute against your yellow. We were trying to do colors we haven't done before because, after you've done it a few times, you'd be like, oh, it ain't too many colors. So I was like, I'm going white. But I do like her green because her go-to is blue and white.
Blue and white. I know.
Period. But it's okay. So I think I'm going to, I know Centel Road has the big patch. I don't know how wet it is. So I know that I could it's easier for me to go to Gillum. Plus, if Gillums don't look good, then I can make my way back in. Because we got like 2 hours to roam. I got 152 miles to go. So we should be good to go. Here go my question for you today. What are you most excited to do with your grandkids if the Lord blesses you with them?
Take them to Disney World.
Tell them the story, please.
All my life, I wanted to take.
All my life, I had to
wanted
fight.
to take Brittany to Disney World. Me and her dad never got a chance to do that. So when they go to Disney World, I'm going to probably finance the trip. If I don't, I'm going to be with her and her husband and my grandchildren. That's the one thing that I want to do with them, but I also want to be able to play with them, cook with the little girl.
I need you to cook with my boys as well, please.
I will definitely train.
Girl,
them.
that is not how we do.
Everybody need to know how to cook.
Yes,
But the
because
little girl have so much fun in the kitchen.
Mom, don't stereotype this. My boys need to know how to bake cookies too, Mom. Because they need. Why are you so specific?
Mother loves grits.
But I can cook my own grits. I just prefer yours because they have love stirred in.
Oh, they want to cook for you for Mother's Day, though.
Oh, Mother, you just went so extreme. Oh my gosh.
They gotta grow up first.
They do have to grow up first. Unless we walk into a situation where we got some step kids,
Already. Yeah.
then you'll be a step grandma.
Hopefully I grow up, we can drop the step.
That would be nice. That would be nice. What was I gonna say to you? Cause I was about to say you gotta teach the boys to cook too. Cause I can at least say that the men in my life all cook. Can cook. The men in my life can cook.
That's true. So don't stop there then. And your husband would know how to cook.
That sounded real bad. Let me clarify. I don't mean that I have multiple men in my life. I mean the male.
Figures.
Yes, that's what I mean. But it sounded like real bad. Like you got a bunch of men in your life and all of them cook. That's not what I mean. Because I'm like, it would make it even better if the hubby come in with the cooking skills and all we got to do is tweak this to the gluten-free. Oh, that'd be even better. That'd be even better. Okay, so
Your dad knew how to cook, and he cooked all those years before you were born.
I'm about to say, Mama, I only knew 3 meals.
He cooked.
I only knew 3 meals: smothered turkey necks, meatloaf. Not turkey.
It was
Turkey drums. Meatloaf.
And barbecue.
And barbecue until he started burning it, and that's when I took over. Oh, he made biscuits. I remember that.
He could bake. He knew how to bake a cake. I don't think he did.
Shut the front door.
He used to bake cake, but his grandmother taught him.
Mama, shut up. I did not know he knew how to bake a cake. You serious?
I'm serious.
See, his grandmother taught him how to bake.
Right.
You have to teach the boys.
Teach the boys, yes.
Mom, I did not know my dad knew how to bake a cake. I am flabbergasted right now.
Right.
Well,
And used to do that many moons ago.
that is interesting. But it's nice to be able to like separate and you take one task one day, we take it the other day. It's to break up the load. Not the woman doesn't have to cook every single meal. Be like, no. We share the load.
The man is eating every meal, so he needs to know how to
And
cook
he
for
is.
himself.
And he is. If I cook, you clean. If you cook, I clean. Let's divide and conquer. Plus, it's nice to have a good routine to break it up.
I just love to cook, so I would cook and he would reluctantly wash the dishes.
I'm about to say, did not like it.
I like
My back hurt. My back hurt. I'm good.
that was it.
I'll come back. Let them soak. Let them soak. That's funny. That's funny. I am tickled. I know that if they still do color the weather, my mother better turn in.
Gosh.
Who you talking to? You just rubbing stuff. Make sure you ain't call nobody. Cause your watch just talked. You don't realize you just be tapping stuff. You was just fiddling on your watch. She said something though. I don't know what else I was gonna say.
You know, in the comment section, what was the first meal that you learned how to cook?
That's a good question. You remember the first meal you learned?
Yes, I do.
What was it?
Red beans and rice.
Really? At what age? As a kid?
No, this is the first meal I fixed as husband and wife.
Oh,
It was.
that's funny.
I know that you did not cook the whole bag because it's just the two of us. So we ate beans for the week.
That's funny.
That was our first meal. I do remember that.
Okay. Do you remember what was your first thing you learned as a kid?
I watched my mom, so I knew how she made good dressing, but of course I didn't make it then and I don't make it now. I watched her cook the peas, greens, all of that. But I didn't really care for those and didn't eat them, so I didn't cook those starting out. So that's why I started off as married, and I knew my husband liked red beans and rice. That was his first meal. And then I started cooking a lot of rice dishes because of him.
Baby, him and his rice.
Yeah, smothered pork chops.
I want some of my great-grandma's
Yes.
smothered pork chops and that thin gravy.
That cast iron skillet or pot. The minute she knew it added hours. Well, after we even got there, she would put them on. And that's the only little gravy that I would eat. It was just a thin gravy. There was not a lot of flour and all. I think the pork chops kind of made its own gravy.
Okay.
Those were the best and tender.
What meal did you have to learn how to make after you married him?
That I had to learn how to.
Oh, you were just good like that.
No, I cooked the sides were so simple. Because we didn't like all of those vegetables, corn, sweet peas. But it fixed it
I think I'm trying to think of like, he's from South Louisiana. They have dishes that we don't necessarily eat up.
Dirty rice.
Okay.
Yeah, the dirty rice like he eats it. So there's always a cheat Sarah Ryan would do. But I did get the recipe to chop up the livers and gizzards and all of this stuff. And did make it homemade. But he did mine. So, and then I found out that's what his aunt said was.
Baby, when you find out the secrets and you be like, I'll be putting all of this into this just for y'all to get this and you to prefer the box.
Exactly.
Heard and understood.
Yep.
Cause I what's the one in the yellow container that we used to do? Savoy.
Savoy. And that's what I meant.
Savoy's
Savoy's not
dirty rice.
Sarah Ryan was in the box. But
Yes.
Savoy was the mixture of the gizzards and
You
stuff.
add the rice
Right,
in.
cook it out and add the rice.
But did you know Zatarain's is gluten-free?
I did not.
Yes.
Okay.
I explored I really don't know what I first learned how to cook.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say breakfast because it feels like pancakes was one of the first things that I ever made. I remember making mac and cheese with you. I don't remember making dirty rice with you until I was grown because we really only ate dirty rice when we had barbecue. Like for us, dirty rice, barbecue, baked beans, potato salad all went together, and we weren't eating that. I'm lying. Dirty rice also went with Thanksgiving for us
Holidays.
because we didn't do dressing. I just started doing dressing these last few years. That was actually post gluten-free because I never tasted grandma's.
Right. And now wish she had.
I definitely wish I would have. It was just like, I don't want this dry bread.
Hers was not dry. But I'm not a big cornbread dressing eater either.
But now I love it.
You do.
Yeah. But you just look, if it didn't have no carbs, you would enjoy it.
Oh, if I could have that.
That's what I'm saying. And your cranberry sauce, if it had no carbs, you would be like, yes.
I have more cranberry sauce.
All I used to eat was cranberry sauce as a kid. Be like, give me, baby, why you got chunks of cranberry sauce and you ain't got no dressing? Don't worry about it. Me. Me and my cranberry sauce.
Now, I had to learn as a breakfast food for your dad how to make
Kush kush.
Kush. Which I told him was just laziness. It is cornbread. I would say a poor man's cornbread. You cook it in a skillet. And then after it's brown, you get that heavy crust on the bottom. Then you start to stir it. So therefore, I told him if I made a pan of cornbread, and then you take it, just crumble it up in your bowl, and then you put milk and I think sugar on it, and they call it a cereal, kush kush.
Oh, kush kush.
All you had to do is get a pan of cornbread, like we used to have in the country, milk and cornbread.
That's it. His had some extra stuff in it though. The recipe I found had extra stuff in it. It didn't? Oh.
Baking soda, salt. That is nothing but cornbread. Crumble up so you don't have to
It
crumble.
felt like it felt like a hot water cornbread versus a cornbread.
Like that.
That's the difference for me. Hold on. We back. Audio should have changed just now. We apologize. I looked over, I was like, she ain't got no light on her microphone. Her microphone is not on. She said her blue light came on, but it went back off. So we apologize for the low. She should have been really, really low because she was being picked up off of mine. So we apologize. Am I taking this first exit? Or can I ride to the second exit? I don't know if the second exit is going to take me too far.
No, I don't know. It's your neck of the woods.
I feel like the next...
Do the first.
All right, we just get to pass by her and then. But yeah, for me, kush kush always... I would never eat kush kush with the milk and the sugar. All I wanted was the cornbread part of it because it was more like the consistency of a hot water cornbread versus just a cornbread. The edges were the best part of that for me. I was like,
the crusty.
so delicious. You fried it?
That was one of his. Yeah, it's really put a little oil in the skillet.
And it's on top of the skillet, on top of the stove.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I think it's more hot water cornbread because it gave you that crustiness. See,
right? But see, in the country, we used to make poor man bread on top of the stove.
Pause. Why you emphasize poor like that?
Because we were poor. Poor man cornbread.
Mama, you said. Oh, they got new black tie. Come on, Herndon.
Okay.
Baby. Mama said.
Poor man.
you
They say poor man.
Mama, you went so proper.
Poor man.
Whole man's cornbread on top of the
like
stove.
a whole jack.
Like who?
You ever heard of a whole jack? Okay.
never heard.
Whole cake. A whole
Yes,
cake?
I have heard of a whole cake.
Okay.
Who is whole jack?
Maybe. Okay, whole cake. That's
Yes.
when you didn't have all the ingredients to go into making a pancake.
Shut up. What you missing? To just get a hoe.
Water. No, you weren't missing water. You might not have had enough grease or whatever to put in. A whole
You put
cake.
grease in your.
You put oil in pancakes?
I don't put no oil in my pancakes.
Yes, you do.
Mama, I promise you, I
And your
don't.
pancake mix. Well, see, you're doing a mix.
Mama, that's
but if
the
you're
only
making
time I put
homemade-
oil in is when I make waffles.
If you're making homemade pancakes, we're gonna have to search
Mommy,
for it.
they're flooded.
Oh shoot. Yes, the street, the road.
Look at this.
We better be careful.
Mom.
Their church. Yeah,
Oh,
that church
man.
is messed up back there.
Girl. Mom, I have never put oil in my pancakes. The only oil I put in is when I make waffles, and I thought that was for heavier duty stabilization of waffles.
Mm-mm.
This is why I can never be on the Food Network, because I don't know what go in a basic thing. I use a recipe for everything. I do not have the ancestor. I may have the chicken wing, but I ain't got the ingredients in my heart of hearts.
Of course, they're not gonna give me the recipe. Just
Baby, somebody got some whole cakes out there for you.
recipe.
That is wild to me. I did not know you put oil in pancakes. I only put them in my waffles. Y'all put oil in your pancakes?
2 tablespoons of butter.
Now, I do put butter.
Okay, and milk. In a whole cake, you don't have none of that.
Oh.
It's just flat. 4 teaspoons of cooking oil in pancakes.
I only put that in waffles.
You gotta mix. From scratch, you made them?
Yeah.
Flour, baking powder. You might not have had baking powder.
That's the only item I knew. That I was like, oh, they ain't got that, so that's why it was a hole, because it was flat.
Didn't have any milk or oil.
Well, dang. Hey, Herndon.
Yeah, they're working.
What they building over there? Oh, look at his wingspan.
Who?
That hawk.
Who?
I could have taken the next exit because it was gonna bring me up to this point right here. I'm so sick of spam calls.
Whole cake versus whole cakes and pancakes are essentially the same. A batter of
I am
flour,
so
milk,
disappointed.
and eggs cooked on a griddle. The difference mostly comes down to regional terminology,
Shut up.
preferences, and thickness. The main difference, terminology.
I could have been calling these bad boys hoes all my life.
Flapjacks?
Yes.
Okay. In the country, that was the difference of whether you had all the ingredients or not.
And I could get that. I just really thought the primary difference was if you ain't had no baking powder, soda. Which one make you rise?
Baking powder.
See, that's what I thought it was. You ain't had one or the other. Oh, that armadillo dead and gone. Rest in peace, Dilla. I'm shocked the buzzers ain't got him yet. Okay. See, I thought pancakes and flapjacks were the same thing. Ooh. That's gonna be nice.
They redoing that?
I think they building it. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. I like their black door. I knew pancakes and flapjacks were like where you came from. But I thought a whole cake was something totally different. It was just the flattest of it all. You put syrup on all of these? Okay.
Flapjacks used in the UK.
You remember cream of wheat? I used to love me some cream of wheat.
Yeah.
You don't like no kind of porridge. Is it all texture?
Seems like it because I don't like grits.
But you also don't like eggs.
Nope. Grits, cream of wheat.
What you
oatmeal.
ate for breakfast then?
You
You don't eat oatmeal either?
When my grandmother was cooking, we ate the oatmeal, the lumpy oatmeal.
Your face
she
every
let-
time you say oatmeal.
She let it get cold because she was trying to comb my hair,
That's gross. You need oatmeal hot.
and it was lumpy.
You need oatmeal hot, people.
And she put
My
milk in it.
seatbelt got me stuck. So what did you eat for breakfast as a kid?
Like I said, we had we had biscuits and syrup.
Burr rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Did you have pancakes growing up?
We had pancakes or whole cakes, whatever, depending on how much groceries we had. Look at that little bitty post office. Bridge closed. I don't remember eating cereal, but I bet I did. Cornflakes probably. It was common. My grandmother liked Raisin Bran. Cheerios.
Ugh, that's gross. It's a little mushy right there, but I think I can make it.
We do not want to get stuck out here.
Nah, baby, we don't.
I see one little sunflower.
I see a bunch of little sunflowers. Look, guys. Yeah, we came early enough for them not to be beat down, too.
Do it.
Yeah. You got on tennis shoes? Okay. Stepped in ants. Me. The mama over here said, because she feel like
I don't know how to do it.
you do know how to do it. I don't understand. It be the moment. You do know how to do it. It's when she get out and about that it be like she freeze up. I don't know what it is. but she will freeze up as we are taking pictures. And it's like, Mom, I need you to frame me up. And then I put the moving dot so that she could easily press and I could see her dejection hit her face. And I'm like, Mom, you got this. She's like, no, I don't. So I switched lenses and
I got one picture.
Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished.
But she got some pretty ones she took of herself.
I did. I was gonna make it work no matter what. We not finna beat ourselves up over stuff. We grateful.
At least the flowers were pretty and she was pretty too.
Thank you, girl. You was pretty too, girl.
Thank you, girl.
So now my right foot itching. And we need to wash our shoes.
Yep.
They are muddy for sure. But if this rain stops, this really does feel like it's been our rainiest
sunflower season.
June ever.
That too. They said it was.
Cause I'm like, sheesh, this is a whole lot of. So the bridge is out to the other sunflower trail. So I'm not even gonna go that way or try to circle back around. I had never paid attention to how important the festivals were to smaller towns like this until I followed my one of my favorite people ever, who was my English teacher and my newspaper sponsor. She was telling the importance of these festivals for farmers and things. And I was just like, it gave me a different perspective of how important it is. And so I'm like, we need this rain to dry up, because they look forward to the Sunflower Festival. All your vendors come out, but it poured Saturday morning. And then it brightened up. But how many people still came, I don't know. I didn't look at the numbers for it, but it's all of those little things that matter.
Was it actually last weekend?
Yeah, it was Father's Day weekend. So that morning it poured. And just like they said, we can't control when the sunflowers will actually bloom. They try to plant them early enough so that they are in bloom by the weekend and that they're not burnt, because you're fighting two different things. And this year we're fighting weather. So, but those looked good. And you still saw the ones. I got a couple pictures. I didn't kill it. We back because I was fighting a bug in the car. But just the importance of the festivals for the small towns and for the farmers. Because I see all of the stuff that she plants now that I follow her. And I'm like, this is nice. And see, they slaughter their animals as well. And so to see her butchering process is nice. She does sourdough breads. And so to see what all she does and then the people around her do, it's nice. So they have the American Bandstand, the Arklatex Bandstand that gives you a list of all of the different farmer stands that they have open. Then I saw that one of my classmates, her dad and mom have a stand in their yard. So it's just, you see them on the side road. It's a trustee system that you're gonna pay for what you actually got. They'd be like, don't be robbing these people. This is their livelihood. So I learned a lot about farming and gardening based on following them, but it was good information. So I just hope the festival did something good for the good old city of Gillum. You still look sad. Got Peppermint Patty over here, who is so dejected she don't even want to talk to y'all. So we're gonna sign off right here. Tell the people bye at least.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. When I tell you, it feels like I have lived 3 different lifetimes in one day. Baby. Sweet baby Jesus. I'm about to go knock out this newborn session. I pray it goes smoothly. I pray that I think I need to go ahead and download my Google Translate just so that we can get clear understanding. Because she always wants to book over the phone. And I was like, I need you to understand what I'm saying so that you know what you're getting and you are not disappointed in what you think what you think I said and you didn't understand. It's 2 different things. You can translate my whole website. I need to get gas as well. So I am going to go ahead and download Google Translate just so that we can be on one accord. I need to unload my car. I need to take the trash out. I really need to go to Home Depot and Michael's, but I think I'm going to end up hitting right at 5 o'clock. And I really don't like 5 o'clock traffic like that. So I can just do it tomorrow. Tomorrow starts VBS. I am in a new position. It is so weird because I bounced from different places and positions in VBS. And I am doing stage manager for the first time. And it's interesting because I have not been inside of the worship experience before it starts. Ever? Probably since I was a teacher and needed to sit with my kids. I would normally step in, take a picture, and I'm back out. But I haven't been in the room for the worship and to come back out. So it's gonna be interesting to see it from that perspective. So I'm excited about that. I don't know what the flow is, but we're gonna find out before tomorrow. My ant bites are itching. Mom is washing shoes, so I threw on my sandals. And it's not supposed to rain anymore. Like now it's 85. It's warming up. And it feels like the sun is about to come out. Baby, I thought we was rolling. We stopping at a green light. It looks brighter this way. It looks darker where I'm coming from. My seat feels uncomfortable. But I also need to go ahead and get my push cards together so that I can send them out at the top of July to different daycares and see if we can pull on some new clients for the 2026-2027 school year. Yo, it's wild. I'm about to be out of school 20 years. That is wild. Because it definitely doesn't feel like it. But taking pictures at the high school also made me realize how old we are when my classmates' kids are graduating. It's like, dang, you are old, child. You getting on up there. And then I'm coming in with no kids. It'd be like, yep, I'm gonna be in my 60s when my child graduates, and here we are. That is the reality of it, though. That it is. Mama had spoke Sharice up. Because when I tell you, that little baby was dejected. And I'm like, it is okay. Yeah, I do want pictures. But she's like, I always get the good ones. I'm like, yeah, you have the photographer as a daughter, so your pictures are going to be good. I really just want to know what makes her clam up when she is out there, though. Because the last one she took for me when we were downtown, I knew that I couldn't do my tripod setup because of how much movement was happening downtown. I probably could set up, but I say all that to say Sharice had checked in on me. And I was like, Mama spoke you up. And she was like, oh, we can go back out. We were like, let's go. I'll take her pictures. Because that was some of the best pictures was when we went out to the sunflower field. So I'm like, girl, let's do it. But it definitely needs to dry up some. And we can go to the other patch instead of the one that I always go to. But that'd be the moment. Be like, girl, we just need to set up time and jump in the car and go do it. So yeah, I'm gonna get my mind right, get this session done. I pray. I don't know how old the baby is. Maybe that's a question I need to ask on the form for booking a newborn, just so that I can have a roundabout guesstimate. Not a guesstimate, child. A roundabout age, just so that I would know and can prepare. Ooh, I just need to do a website haul. I had looked at my website for something. I was like, girl, you got some old pictures on here. Let's update that. I can challenge myself to do that soon and very soon. Yeah. I'm just rambling. Bye, y'all. Okay, so that was almost 2 hours, and I think this is making me reevaluate my newborn sessions because he came in fussy, and she was like, he may be hungry, and I'm like, okay, go ahead and feed him. But realistically, if we take out I think he fed 4 times. If we take out the feeding time, we're staying within my hour and a half time frame. But the feedings are what's causing us to run over in time. I also realized that I have to be more confident in what I'm doing, and the imposter syndrome in me is like, oh, you really don't know what you're doing because you don't have a child. That's what's beating me up in this moment. Because finally, I was bold enough to be like, can I swaddle him to get him comfortable? And then we go from there. And when we did that, it settled him. So then we changed his outfit, and he really was just sleepy. That's been the thing. They've just been sleepy. And so then he had his clothes on, and I was like, should I swaddle him on top of his clothes? And I did it, and it worked. And he ended up going to sleep, and we ended up getting the last shots. But that was right there at that 2 hour mark as well. I don't know. But I do need to trust myself. Because I was correct in it. Sweetheart, this is how you get hit. Don't ever do that. We had the right of way going into the roundabout. It was no need for her to pause. Yeah, I just got to get more confident and just say what needs to be said. Even with them, Mom was translating to Dad for me. But I still should have said what I said and left it at that. We're getting better. I do know that I ordered these knit blankets. But what I think I really prefer, because it's something about the texture when it comes to the babies on it that I absolutely love. So I think it's time for me to go back to my blankets. Because I only use blankets on him, and it was something with the skin and the texture that just set it out for me. But that also means I need to get more blankets, and it does mean that blankets are bulkier. I need to not buy any more cream blankets. Why do I have 3 cream blankets? That's what I need to know. Silly. Get silly, ayy. Get silly. So I need to take an inventory and see what colors I need. I also need to swing into Ross and see which one has my fur blankets, rugs. Because, baby, the one I've been using for, like, the last 4 years, that bad boy's so off-white, it's ridiculous. Then I have my separate one that I use for the babies that we're not stepping on. But the doggone family one, it's ridiculous. So I need to grab that. And I think Ross and TJ Maxx both had good blanket sections. So I'll have to get on that. Let's put in a newborn session for the month of Girl, where you get November from? For the month of July. I'm tired now. But can I say I'm so grateful for the newborn table? Because, baby, it was me who used to stay on the floor. Real thugs get down on the floor, like a pimp. I used to nestle in around the beanbag, baby, to slide up to the newborn table. It's amazing. And then I got a new stool. Like, this stuff, y'all. It be the simple things of... I probably had this stool since I got the studio, which is wild. But it wasn't gliding as well as I wanted. And so somebody was like, if you cut the dirt off the wheels, it'd be better. So I did that and it ain't do nothing. So I went ahead and ordered a new stool. I want to say a $35 stool from Amazon. When I tell you that bad boy, first of all, it's lightweight. So it like flies across the room, whereas my other one was heavier. So it didn't guide as quickly because of the weight. Hey, babe, this one, you better make sure you got it underneath you before you sit down. Otherwise, you're gonna be on the floor like and my other one would not roll over my carpet that's already down. Baby, this one would be like, cha-ching, go right over it, ain't no thing. It'd be the little things. I told y'all, I'm lazy, but also I can be cheap when it comes to certain stuff. And there was one to be like, you already got a stool. Why do you need another one? Because this one isn't cooperating. And now it's the best thing ever. And I can slide up and I can also fall off, but still, all of those things matter. I thought I wasn't going to hit traffic because I'm at 536 right now. But I definitely am in traffic. It's Taco Tuesday. She wild for jumping in front of that car like that. I think I'm doing a quesadilla. Oh, I got an avocado in there. We got some guac. Not me. Mama is not a guac fan. Oh, and then with leftovers, I can have a good chicken taco. They didn't have my taco bowls this last time, but I really think it was a guy that shopped for me. Some male shoppers are not. They don't look as hard as my ladies. Ladies, if you, Brittany, hush. I got songs in my head today. If you can't tell. Pump it up. Hey, Mr. Sun. Hey, see you. I was like, it's real dusty. The dusty is not the word. It's cloudy up here, like the gray clouds. And then that sun just popped out. It might have been there and I just ain't see it. Oh, Mr. Sun. Brittany, you need gas. Sun. Mr. Bright Sun. I can get it in the morning. Please shine down on me. Oh, Mr. Sun. Yeah, I might as well get it in the morning. Mr. Bright Sun. Don't do that. We too far back for him to ride this middle lane. I wonder if he going to Smalls or if he going to the gas station. I can't see. Oh, shoot. I guess we all doing it now. He was going to Smalls. Not we, because I ain't doing it. That's too far of a drive. Plus, there's too many other intersections that need to turn before we get in there. Ooh, get in there. We'll get out of there. Now, this man was going to the gas station. That's wild. Oh, I ain't check on my book buddy today. Let me check on her. Oh, Mr. Sun. Sun. I need to edit when I get to the house. Then I want to go to sleep. Yep, that's what we doing. I'm actually finna close y'all out here. I'll throw this up tomorrow. Yeah. Thanks for writing with me and Mom today. Even though she didn't want to talk to y'all at the end. I'm being messy. Bye, y'all. Love ya.